How have you changed? Have you changed? What markers in your life have you changed? Hey, this is Chris Upton with Faithful Man with the long form video teaching on how have you changed? Have you changed? And you didn't change for change's sake. Y'all ever been to Buc-ee's? I like Buc-ee's. You didn't change because you were trying to win a wife back or win something back from somebody or just win somebody back. And it was shallow. It was temporary. But you've changed more in the line of transformation. There's been a metamorphosis in your life. You're like that caterpillar. I mean, I preach a series on this. Man, that caterpillar going into that cocoon and what he does and what he becomes when he's inside that cocoon and what he comes out of, and he never goes back. Oh, man. That is one of my favorite, if not the most favorite teaching, preaching I've ever done. Man. But have you changed really? And are there markers in your life that you can look back on through the years? Say, yeah, I've changed. Yeah, I'm not that man anymore. Yeah, that thing used to really hack me off. Don't bother me anymore. Yeah, it might get to me every once in a while, but I certainly don't react like I used to. Are there markers? So you can say you've changed all you want. And if you're in the habit of always saying you've changed and telling people you changed and even pumping yourself up, looking in the mirror and saying you've changed, and you really haven't changed, and you're just in a habit of saying it, you ain't changed. If you got to say it, you ain't. It's like I'm the leader. Like I remember, man, when my whole world fell apart 10 years ago, this Father's Day, and my family left. That Father's Day, I was screaming at my wife and kids, I am a good father! I am a good father! No, I wasn't. Now, compared to all the dirtbag fathers that are out in the world, I wasn't a dirtbag father. I just wasn't the best father I could have been for them. And I had a lot of anger and selfishness and prideful issues. And guess what? I'm not the same man. By God's grace, I'm not the same man. I'm going to start crying. I'm a trophy of His grace. Man, I want to sing. I don't know what song I want to sing, though. But anyway, I'm still a carrier. I still got that selfishness in me. I still got that anger in me. I'm still a carrier, but that stuff don't overtake me anymore. Had a hint of it. I'm honest with y'all. I had a hint of it yesterday when I went to go order a meal, and I'm aggravated thinking about it now, and I showed visible anger toward this man. I kept it cool, and a whole lot more cool than I would have years ago. But a little bit of it showed up last night. I thought, Lord, I don't want to be like that. Dagnabbit. Anyway, I'm not the same man. And I got markers. So this video was prompted by something I recognized today. That thought, I've changed. That particular thing would have used to tow me up out the frame. Now it's just par for the course, and it ain't no big deal. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Hey, if anything I'm saying appeals to y'all, you want to get in any of our programs, we're just here to help. You can reach out 970-366-2764 or email us at Chris Huff, not that one, faithfulman513 at gmail.com. I've been in pest control for 20 years. I love it. I love it. And if I had to pick at all the things that I have experience in and that the Lord has let me do, and I believe with all my heart He wants me to do them all, that it's all going to be part of the business plan. But if I had to nail it down and just say, Lord, just bless this one, if you would just do it here, is I would love for Him to blow up my pest control business. Okay, before all my family problems affected my life, I was on the road. I mean, I was doing good. 24,000 part-time the first year, 42,000 the second year. I never made over 40,000 in a job. 42,000 the second year, just doing pest control, man. Just me, myself, and I. Third year, $60,000. Fourth year is when my life fell apart. My wife took off, but I was making 75,000. You know, for a lot of people, that's a lot of money. But when you don't make more than 30,000 for most people, man, you make 40,000. That's huge. 70,000, and I got all the way up. I had to move around a lot. I had to start her up a lot, just showing up for my wife and kids as they were moving and whatnot. Just showing up, being the man, being the man, being the man. My last successful year before I had to move out here was almost 3 years ago now. I made 120,000. I was also doing junk removal at that point in time, junk removal and pest control. I spent 50,000 that year on the company. I used to not make 50. I spent 50,000 on warehouse space and equipment, and trucks. But if the Lord would just bless one, I've shared my dreams with you all, and I'll continue to. It's all encompassing, everything going on. But I love pest control. If he was just gonna bless one, I said, just make my pest control. If that's all I do, I'd be completely happy. Just let me do the pest control. I like it. I really do like it. And I'm a leader, and I like leading people, and I want a successful $1 million company where I can put men to work and teach them the love of Christ and show them the love of Christ and help them become better men and restore homes just through my brick and mortar business and being a Christian businessman. But He's got a whole lot bigger stuff in store for me. But I've been doing pest control for 20 years. Had my own company for 17 years. In this valley, things are expensive. The Lord's just not letting my stuff take off here, and He led me to get a job, and I got a job. If I have to have a job, I like this job. I like these guys. It's a good job. But one thing that happens in pest control, and it used to drive me nuts, because when I first got started in this, I was running a route, anywhere between 15 to 18 stops a day, outside service only, and you just had to get it done. And if you know what you're doing, you can do a good service 15 or 20 minutes, and it's not shortchanging people. I worked with guys who, no matter what, they were at houses 45 minutes every time and out work until 6 or 7 o'clock at night. That wasn't me. I did good service. I know I did good service, and I just got better through the years. And I believe in outside service. And yes, if you need something to come in, but here's what would irritate the out of me. Is anytime you had to do an extra service, or you had to go back out. And with those bigger companies, there's a lot of stuff that falls between the cracks. And you as a new tech, man, you're out there trying to navigate these jungles of pleasing your boss and learning new skills, and you just got licensed and certified, and you're learning these pesticides, and you're learning these pests, and you're dealing with customers that have had techs for so many years, and now you're a new tech on their route, and they're all upset about it. I mean, there's a whole lot. You like thrown to the wolves with a lot of these bigger pest control companies. It was bad. I mean, I'm going to say at least the first 3 years was pretty rough. And when the techs before me wouldn't explain it properly, because I believe in being technically proficient. And whatever you're doing, be a professional. Know your field, study your field, get whatever certificates and degrees you can and trainings, in your field, and pay for it yourself. I mean, if the company offers stuff, take every one they offer. You got to do stuff on your own, do it on your own. Be technically proficient in your field. And so customers would say things to me, and because they had techs before them that were just limp-wristed, panty-waist men, didn't know how to say no, didn't know how to explain things. They just had let the customer tell them how to treat. And then a guy like me comes behind and trying to explain it to them. Half of them understood, half of them were fine, half of them trust me. The other half of them were just, they wouldn't believe a word I said, because that's not what this other tech did. And so they would just play the game. I'd do the service and they'd find some reason to call back for an extra service. And when the company and the bosses don't support their techs, that's bad mojo right there. That's a bunch of bad mojo. When you ain't got they say they'll support you, and I had decent bosses, but a lot of them, the customers are just being anal. Supervisors will just bend over backwards to keep them people and just throw you under the bus. And so, hey, I like going out, driving my truck, being left alone, going to the house, doing the service, doing a good service, but doing the outside service, not seeing people, going to the next one, rinse and repeat. Going to the next one, rinse and repeat. And it's a great day if I don't see one person. But something comes up, and now you've got 2 or 3 extra services a couple times a week, along with getting your route done, and it would drive me nuts. I hated it. And I'm trying to get my route done. You know how y'all are. You're out and you're rushing. You're always in a hurry, and you're always agitated, and you're always aggravated. Man, I ain't that dude anymore. And I'm telling you, when you are like that, when you're always aggravated, always in a rush, there's something wrong inside of you. Just mark it down, dude. There is something wrong inside of you. So I've been to the crucible, and I've learned some things. I've learned I just got to slow down. I don't got to be in a rush. It's just time. It's just money. God is in control. My Father is in control. All is good. I just don't need to be all tore out the frame all the time. And anytime I'm in a rush, something bad happens, I just don't get in a rush. Just be easy peasy rest. Just have a clear conscience. Do a good job. Don't be in a rush. And man, my life is a lot more peaceful. Man, I'm still alone. I go home to an empty house and I hate it. I don't like working for a man. The Lord's called me to have my own business. I know that. I know it's a biblical principle that God wants His people to have their own businesses. I know that. But I also know God can do whatever He wants to do in any individual's life, and right now He has me having a job. And guess what? I'm not in a hurry. I'm not trying to rush around these houses to get these houses done, because if I can get done early, I get to go home. I don't care anymore. I care about pleasing my Father, pleasing my boss, pleasing people, serving people. And that stuff don't bother me anymore. So there's a marker for me. There's a marker for me. Because I noticed it. Because like if the property manager don't get back with us or get back with me, I just go do the service anyway and go do the outside. But here where I'm at now, it's set up to where, because the winters are so bad here, they're used to you coming inside. And the boss who started the company years ago, he set it up to be at least coming inside to check traps and do a little inspection during the spring and summer months, because we still got to go outside and treat outside. So it's a combination of in and out. And so, if I don't hear back from the property manager or whatnot, I still got to go out and do the service. And so I'll go out and I'll do the service, knowing that I'm probably going to have to come back out and do an extra service. And I thought about that. You know what? That don't bother me. It's just part of the job, man. It's part of the job. So what markers in your life can you look at and say, yeah, I'm changed. I'm not the same man. Why am I stopping? Anyway, I don't need to stop. Until we meet again, keep your eyes on him. Got distracted there for a little bit.